Once upon a time, there was a girl named Rapunzel. She was a school-going kid. One day, when Rapunzel was walking to her school as usual, she met with an accident.
रेडियो कार्यक्रम किड्स वॉइस
Okay, now it's time for the riddle. So, tell me, who am I? People buy me to eat, but they never eat me.
बालबालिकाले सुन्नै पर्ने कार्यक्रम मात्र रूपन्देही एफएम 102 मेगा हर्जमा प्रत्येक शुक्रबार बेलुका 5 बजेदेखि 5:30 बजेसम्म।
Good evening, listeners. This is Anamika Bashyal Jaiswal again with the show Kids Voice. So today is our second episode, and today I'll be telling you a story which is a selfie with the dinosaur. A selfie with the dinosaur from my book Baby's Dream. So this is a very nice story. Hope you all are going to like it. It's about a boy who always dream about having a selfie with a dinosaur, and somehow in some crazy way his dreams comes true. And as promised, we are ready for the new riddle of the day. So are you ready to give the answer to my riddle? Keep on your thinking caps on then. Okay, tell me, what is at the end of the rainbow? What is at the end of rainbow? Rainbow ko antama ke huncha? What is at the end of rainbow? So, you keep thinking about the answer and I'll tell you a story till then. Okay? So, let's begin with the story. A selfie with the dinosaur. Once there was a little boy with a cute smile and button nose. Anmol was his name, and his name he was unique. He played all day with his dinosaur toys and toy cars. He always dreamt about meeting a dinosaur one day. But little did Anmol knew his dream was about to come true. One sunny day, when Anmol was walking through a forest near his house, he saw something strange and big sitting upon a huge rock. He got curious to know what it was, so he went closer and closer. To his excitement, he couldn't believe his eyes. It was no other but a dinosaur, tall like a tree itself and huge like a bull, all red in color, with the long tail and cute eyes. Was it sitting on the big rock, enjoying the sun maybe? Anmol was so happy to see the dinosaur that he thought to seize the moment by taking a selfie. Closer he went with the softest steps, without making any noise. Just when he got close enough to the dinosaur, he clicked the picture. But the camera flash was noisy enough to get the attention of dinosaur. And when the dinosaur turned to see Anmol, his big and long tail dragged and dropped Anmol down below the rock. Little was he hurt, but much more scared that the dinosaur might eat him up. Anmol got up and ran as fast as he could. After running for about 5 to 10 minutes, he felt a sharp pain hit him on his knees, which made him fall down. He immediately looked back to see if the dinosaur was following him, but to his relief, no one was there. He was tired and thirsty. He saw a river passing by in a little distance. Anmol went near the river and bent down to quench his thirst. He was exhausted But to his luck, as they say, out of the fire and into the frying pan. As he bends, he sees a snake ready to bite him. Anmol got so scared that he froze for a moment there and closed his eyes as hard as possible and started telling his prayers to be saved from this situation somehow. Few minutes passed by and nothing happened. It got all quiet suddenly. Anmol opened his eyes slowly. The scary snake, which was ready to bite Anmol a minute ago, was not there anymore. Anmol thanked the god for saving him, but as he turned, he saw his true savior. It was the same dinosaur Anmol was running from behind him, and in his hand it had the snake laying dead. Anmol understood that the dinosaur must have killed the snake, hence saving his life. Anmol looked at Dinosaur's eyes with thankfulness, and in return he found the dinosaur's cute square eyes staring at him with love and affection. Then and there Anmol understood the dinosaur was nothing scary but his cute friend. So this time he took a better selfie where they both smiled at the camera and made the moment worth forever. Anmol went home a happy boy, as his dream of meeting a dinosaur had come true, and he also had a picture to prove it all. Wow, what a lovely story. That's the end of the story. A selfie with a dinosaur. You can, all the viewers and all the kids out
Once
there, you
upon
can
a
actually
time,
send
there
me
was a girl
your
named
interesting
Rapunzel.
stories
She
or
was a
any kind of
school-going
idea
kid.
you have and you want me
One
to make
day,
a story
when
out of
Rapunzel
that,
was walking to her
you can
school
send
as
those
usual,
ideas to me in
she
Facebook,
met with an
or you
accident.
can download this episode from YouTube, Anamika, Bashyal, Jaiswal. That
रेडियो
is the
कार्यक्रम
YouTube channel
किड्स
name.
वाइज
You can go
Okay,
to
now it's
YouTube or
time
you
for
can
the
tune in
riddle.
on
So, tell me.
rupandehifm.com,
Who am I?
or you can
People
tune in
buy me to
Rupandehi
eat,
FM
but they
Facebook.
never eat me.
So you can
बाल
actually
बालिकाले सुन्नै पर्ने
get me
कार्यक्रम
suggestions and
मात्र
answer
रूपन्देही
my
FM 102
riddles if you
मेगाहर्ट्ज मा
want. And if you want to
प्रत्येक
send, you can
शुक्रबार
send some more
बेलुका
riddles
5
because this
बजेदेखि
show is for the
5:30
kids.
बजेसम्म
So I would like all the kids to promote the show. And if you are interested, please send me your ideas.
Good evening,
So
kids.
are you ready for the
Good
answer of
evening,
the
listeners.
riddle?
This is Anamika
Let's
Bashyal
start with the
Jaiswal,
riddle.
your anchor for the
So
show.
my riddle was,
Kids Voice.
what
So today,
is at
we'll
the
be
end
listening
of
to a
rainbow?
story named
Rainbow
Rapunzel
ko
and the
antama
Scary
kita.
Ghost from a book,
Well, the answer
Baby's
is
Dream, written
letter
and published
W.
by me myself. As today is our first show, I would like to introduce
So what
all
is at the
about
rainbow?
this.
End of the rainbow.
So every
Letter
Friday
W.
evening,
Hope you
5
like the
p.m.
riddle.
we'll be meeting.
Tune
Same
in
time,
for the next
same
show.
show,
And
in your
that's much for
favorite
today.
FM.
For the second episode,
Rupandehi
tune in to us for
FM
more
102
programs like this.
megahertz.
Thank you and
So,
goodbye.
as it's our new
Once
show
upon a
and
time,
obviously the
there
first
was a
one
girl
today, so I'm
named
going to tell you a little bit
Rapunzel.
about the program.
She was a school-going
So today,
kid.
what we'll be doing
One
is,
day, when
at the
Rapunzel
starting
was
of the
walking
show,
to her
I'll be
school as
asking a riddle
usual,
to the kids,
she
and
met
at
with
the
an
end of the
accident.
show, I'll give you the answer of the riddle, and in the middle of the show, we'll be listening to the story. So the
रेडियो
main
कार्यक्रम
reason I'm
किड्स
doing
वाइज
this,
Okay,
this
now it's
program
time
is
for
so
the
that
riddle.
kids may
So,
be
tell
more
me.
motivated
Who
in listening
am
to the
I?
stories,
People
telling
buy me
stories,
to
reading
eat,
storybooks,
but they
because I
never
personally
eat
believe
me.
if you
बाल
are
बालिकाले
a
सुन्नै
good
पर्ने
reader
कार्यक्रम
today, you can
मात्र
be a
रूपन्देही
good
FM
speaker
102
tomorrow.
मेगाहर्ट्ज मा
At the starting of the
प्रत्येक
show, I'll be
शुक्रबार
asking
बेलुका
you a
5
riddle, and at
बजेदेखि
the end, I will
5:30 बजेसम्म
answer the riddle. So, are you ready for the riddle for today? So, the riddle is, who am I? Kohoma. If you drop me, I will surely crack, but if you smile at me, I will always smile back. मसलाई खसाल्यौ भनी पक्कै पनि फुट्ने छु, तर यदि मलाई हेरेर हाँस्यौ भनी म फिर्ता हाँस्ने छु. को हो म? So keep on your thinking cap on and think about the answer. So let's start with the story.
Rapunzel and the Scary Ghost. Rapunzel and the Scary Ghost. There was once a girl named Rapunzel. She was a school-going kid of 12 years old and lived in Nepal with her parents. One day, when Rapunzel was walking to her school as usual, she met with an accident. She had been hit by a red bike. She fell down and lost consciousness. The biker quickly got down the bike and carried Rapunzel to the nearby hospital. The biker thought that he should call Rapunzel's parents and inform them about the mishap. But how? He didn't know Rapunzel or her parents. He then thought of searching Rapunzel's bag for some information that he might find. Luckily, in Rapunzel's diary, he found her school name, home address, along with parents' name and their phone number. Rapunzel's parents arrived at the hospital as soon as they got the information. When her parents arrived, Rapunzel was unconscious. Her parents couldn't bear to see her in this condition and started fighting with the biker. The doctor came in and informed everyone that Rapunzel was fine and only had her leg fractured. Everyone was relieved to hear the news. The biker apologized to the parents, and even the parents forgave him, as he was the one who brought her to the hospital in time. After a month rest, Rapunzel was better as before and also started going to school as usual. But maybe due to the accident trauma, she was very scared to go to the school through the highway. So nowadays Rapunzel chooses to walk through the small forest from her house to the school. When Rapunzel was walking to the school through the forest, she saw a beautiful palace there. The palace was pretty but old. It looked unlived for a long time. There she saw some beautiful flowers of all kinds, but her favorite one was roses, which was in the middle of the garden. She went there and without thinking much, she plucked the rose and kept it in her bag. She didn't even give much thought to whom the garden belonged or how it was there, a palace in the middle of the forest. She thought, as it looked unlived, maybe it didn't belong to anybody. But little did Rapunzel knew, the palace did belong to someone, a ghost who stayed there and didn't like anyone plucking his flowers from the garden. Rapunzel after school went home, but this time the ghost also followed her to her house. Rapunzel loved her roses. She placed it in a vase near her bed. After having dinner, she started doing her homework. But suddenly, what is this? Her books. It started to fly in the air. Her shoes started to walk by itself. She got scared and ran to her bed. But even the bed started to fly up in the air. Rapunzel wasn't knowing that all of this was being done by a ghost. She started screaming and ran to her parents. She told her parents everything that had happened. Her parents came to her room to confirm the story. But when they came there, everything was back to normal. Her parents didn't believe her. They thought Maybe she was dreaming. Rapunzel knew it was no dream, and she needed someone's help to get out of this situation. At school, when Rapunzel was sad, her best friend Hazel asked her, "What is the reason of her grief?" Rapunzel told her all the story, how she found a palace in the middle of the forest, how she plucked the roses. She told her the scary incident that took place in her house, everything. But Rapunzel was really confused. She didn't know if Hazel would believe her or not. But Hazel, being her best friend, said, "I believe you, my friend, and I think I have a solution to your situation." So Hazel and Rapunzel prepared a delicious meal for the ghost as a peace offering. They went to the same palace in the forest and called the ghost to eat the delicious meal they had prepared for him. The ghost liked the peace offering and came in front of them. Hazel said, "Why are you scaring my friend? What do you want?" The ghost replied, "She has plucked the roses I treasure most in my garden, and I want it back." After a discussion, they decided that Rapunzel would plant some roses back in the garden and the ghost will leave her. So the deal was made, and they both got what they wanted. Rapunzel got rid of the ghost, and the ghost got his flowers back. Well, that's the end of the story. How do you like the story? Do tell me. Hope it was fun, because I really liked it. I mean, meeting a ghost and then offering some peace offering of chocolates and pudding and food. And when does that happen now, does it? Okay. So, I promised you a question in the starting of the program. So, are you ready for the riddle? Put on your thinking caps and tell me, who am I? If you drop me, I will surely crack. If you drop me, I will surely crack. But if you smile at me, I will always smile back. को हो म? मलाई खसाल्यो भने म पक्कै पनि फुट्ने छु, तर यदि मलाई हेरेर हाँस्यो भने म पनि फिर्ता हाँस्ने छु. Can you think of that? What do you think is the answer? Well, as promised, in the end of the show, the answer is mirror, aina. Whenever you look back smiling, it looks back at you smiling, and if you drop it, it's going to break. So, that was all for today's evening. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for another programs. Thank you. Loving you all. This is Anamika Bashyal Jaiswal tuning off Rupandehi FM 102 MHz. Thank you.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Rapunzel. She was a school-going kid. One day, when Rapunzel was walking to her school as usual, she met with an accident.
रेडियो कार्यक्रम किड्स वॉइस.
Okay, now it's time for the riddle. So, tell me, who am I? People buy me to eat, but they never eat me.
बाल बालिकाले सुन्नै पर्ने कार्यक्रम मात्र रूपन्देही एफएम 102 मेगाहर्जमा प्रत्येक शुक्रबार बेलुका 5 बजेदेखि 5:30 बजेसम्म.